Hey, what's up, everybody? So today I'll just be showcasing my to-do.sh script file. At the end of this video, I'll be showcasing on the actual terminal and presenting its outputs. But for now, I'll just be explaining the code itself. So here's my file. Uh, I didn't have to do much except add a couple changes to each of the functions itself. So let's go through the ones that I did change. So here's the function, the load task function. And what this one does is it basically just loads tasks from a file. The only real change I had to do was I had to add this line of code right here. Let me highlight that. And what this does is just read each task from the file and adds it to the task array. So that means when the user, he or she inputs, a task that they want to do, it just places them in an array. And if they don't do that, what it does is create a file if it doesn't exist. That's by using the touch. So basically, I did this simple if else statement. It was already there for anybody there. And the other line I included was this one right here. And what this one does is it just clears the contents of the task file. And that's in order for it to go through the for loop right here. And what this for loop does is just it loops through each task in the array and it saves it to the file. So as a user continue adding the task that they want to add, in order for that to save, it'll be an array itself. So it'll just be adding it to it. And this is the display task function. It states in its name, it displays the task. And then this line right here, it just checks if there are no tasks in the array, and if there is, sorry, if there isn't any task in the array, checks right here, task 0, it will print out the message, your to-do list is empty. If not, it will say your to-do list and it will list it out. And this is the for loop that does that. It loops through each task in the array and then displays it with the number. And this is the function add task. So basically it says in its name, all it does is when the user taps one, it will add the task. And it says right here, first it presents the user with this. It's basically just some enter the test you want to add. And what it does is just reads it. So whatever the user inputs, it reads it and just adds it to the array. And then this line right here is add task to the array of tasks. And then after that, it just says task added. It's very simple. And this is a pretty lengthy one. It was the remove task one. Overall, what this one does is just if presented with it, if it's presented with the right inputs from the user, it will remove the task itself. See right here. If there are no tasks in the array, of course it will skip over this entire thing. But if there is, what it does, it will ask the user for the number. So it stores it kind of like an array. Of course, I talked to you guys about that. It would also have it as a number. So once the user inputs that number, it would remove it. See the line right here. Task equals that. What it is reindex the array. So just, very simple. And then after all that, it present it and say task is removed. But if the number that the user input in the array was never there, so if there's only two things in the array and user types in like four or something, of course it'll prompt the user and it'll say invalid task number. And here is kind of like the skeleton of how the whole thing is going to be formatted. There's going to go space on top, and when the to-do list, the title itself, and these are the inputs needed from the user to understand if the user taps 1, 2, 3, 4, it has its own separate thing it will do. Yeah, and there's some other stuff, some other small things that will already there. All right. Now I'll just be showcasing on the actual place itself, going up this right here. So let's go here. Sorry, this from the other one. Let's clear that. All right. So we're here. So the first task it's telling us to do is choose option 1 that just views the task, and we haven't added anything in. So it tells you exactly what's supposed to do. So your list is empty. Then it says 2, or we're going to add a task. It's climb Mount. Let me spell that right. Mount Eldon. Task added. All right. Does it again. Let's add another one. Come back down again. See the other one he wants us to add. 1. Now we're going to just list them out. Yep. Climb that. Yep, climb out over. Come back down again. Let's see. And then it wants us to close it. It's closed. All right. And I'm not sure if you want me to do the rest. It's going to be the same thing, but I'll just do it really. No problem. Yep. I'll make this full screen. Actually, I'll make it a little bit longer. Yeah. So this is what I have. Enter. Choose an option. What this one it wants me to do this time. It wants me to list it out. Oh, sorry. We're wrong one. Yep. It has listed out again. C3. Let's remove a task. Get us 2. Yep. Task removed. Where are we at again? 5. It's an invalid one. Invalid option. Yep. 4 saves it. Exits. All right. That was it. Yeah.